glad you could join us from Fresno Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Beavers offense will go to work first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory. Offense in a split backfield. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert to 2nd and short. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls and fires complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll just down it right there. So Fresno State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Got it behind the line. It's Owens. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Going with the counter play here. Finding some room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Martin back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. That's reeled in. It's Owens. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still first and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Gives it on the option. He's going for the goal line. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Fresno State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the ground with the counter. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point is good.
Fresno State 14, Oregon State 0.
And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Beavers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver. Maybe a crease. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Snags it, and he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Beavers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. After the score. We'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. The short hands, it's Meadows. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run the counter. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Offense gets set for 2nd down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Martin will throw it. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we got our first break of the game, right? First break of serve. You've seen 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. And finally, the defense makes a play in this football game, forcing the 4th down. Now getting the ball back to your offense, and hopefully they can stay high.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Fresno State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Rush is on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to throw it again. He'll pull it down. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Martin back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. One more snap coming before halftime. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's South Carolina coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Corvallis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Meadows. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Martin will throw it. Fires left. With the catch, it's Gilmore. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Fresno State will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Beavers can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it in. It's Nolan to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. Might have a chance. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 20. Yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to run, it's Glass. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it again. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oregon State! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. So now it's 2nd and long. Martin back to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. There's some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. An impressive run from the back.
With the catch.
6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he makes the extra point. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Makes the catch and he's free. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Beavers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Butler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up. Touchdown, Beavers! They've got the lead
this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Meadows. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Beavers are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dragged down. As they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy. Use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Makes the catch. It's Owens. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws for the tight end. Big guy smells it. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Slides away. Chucked it away just as he was hit. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Defense showing blitz here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and trying to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
Coming out with it, it's Durant. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. California and Snapdragon Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. And the Beavers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So San Diego State's offense will have the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Man, this is going to be so much fun. The irresistible force versus the immovable object, right? Like this running game, this is what they do. They pride themselves, one of the absolute best running backs in the country, Palmer. But this defense, they don't take a back seat to many. They stop the run. They're physical. This will be awesome.
And they play like a unit, too, on defense. All 11 guys playing as one, and they pride themselves on stopping the run and being the more physical side and owning the line of scrimmage. And they've talked about this all week. We've got to get multiple players to the ball, gang tackle this guy. What a challenge for this defense going up against simply one of the best in college football.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Brown wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. He makes the catch. Wide open spaces. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Oregon State Beavers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's going to take off. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Could be an alley. Made a defender miss. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Beavers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Butler. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Oregon State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense in a bunch formation. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Defense looks as if it's coming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Got the back over the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. They're working that left side.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He leaves it with his back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Aztecs are rolling down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Plows through the defense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one third and long. Makes a catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's first and 10 from the 38. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down. It's complete to the right, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something.
Here's a little room there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Goes high to pull it in. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The keeper on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Off play action. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Beavers using first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this one is perfect. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Beavers headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the #1 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Gamecocks with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Snapdragon Stadium. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. The Beavers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to run it. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll try it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it in maybe some room here. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the counter. At the 20, he's got space. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign.
Here we go, ready.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Touchdown, Beavers! That one will give them the lead.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
San Diego State, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Got the quick completion. Could not make his way to the corner. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. It's Samuel. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Pucks it out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown Aztecs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the timing just a hair off.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big... This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. it over the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Nolan. Flying down the right side. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Fielded in the end zone, it's Warren. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Under fire. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Give to the running back. There's a crease. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Right on the money. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games.
Caught, and he's got room. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Beavers with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Caught. Touchdown, Beavers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. And it's a sack. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, San Diego State.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. It's complete on the right side. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.